All right, here we go. We're starting our recording. Let me keep admitting people. It's like an avalanche of amazing people coming in.
Make sure you're muting yourselves, everybody.
Make sure you're muted.
Oh, okay. Let me mute myself.
Yay! Look at all your faces. I'm hoping I can get all of you in one big tile.
You're a gold medal kid with a heavyweight crown. When you're a kid, you're the swing and the sling. Little boy, you're a man. Little man, you're a king. The dancer is here. A cylinder's clicking.
Okay, we're gonna wait 2 more minutes.
Cause every Puerto Rican's a lousy chicken. It's like a bat out of hell. Someone gets in our way. Someone don't feel so well. Here come the jets, little world, step aside, better go underground.
Hey Claire, hey everybody. I see Anne, Lauren, Isabel, Raheem, Jacob Joshua, Hannah and Ben, Isabel, Lyra, Jay, Sarah, Aaron, Claire, Lucas, Katie. Who else? Lily, August, Claire, Jessica, Robbie, Brett and Marley. Keep going.
I just got to say, Lyra, your hair has gotten so long. I'm sure that's
All right, we got
true of
Jeffrey
everybody,
coming
but
in.
it's
We got lots of Jeffs coming in.
Yeah, it's really long. It's intentional though.
Hey,
Okay,
Britt.
great. We're looking good. So what I'm gonna do now is Hope, I'm gonna make you the host so you can keep admitting people, okay? Where are you though? I can't find you, Hope, in this big tile of amazingness. No, I'm gonna
on my screen, I'm right next to you.
I'm gonna find you. I will. Let me expand this.
So I can't help.
Oh, there you are.
Hey,
Hello.
Chris, what day are you at King Street?
I already went. Went. Okay, let me make hold on, sorry
what
for
day are you at King Street?
because you know I'm just so excited. Okay, changing host. You're on, Hope. Bachman, if anybody else comes in, you
Okay, Bach.
them unless they're weird, and then don't admit them, okay? Okay.
Bach, what day are you at King Street?
16th.
Okay.
All right, guys, let me turn off my music. Let me expand you guys. Welcome. It's so great to see everybody. Yay! It's very weird not to have like auditory response. Woo! Woo! I kind of have to make it myself. But it's so great to see everybody. I do hope everybody is on video because we are recording this for people who can't be here tonight. And we want to see you. We want to see your faces. Owen! I think I might be frozen, but we're just going to keep it rolling, we wanted to have this to commemorate our year because even though it got cut short, we did so much incredible work this year, and we wanted to make sure that you know that this year was not like, don't chuck it in the trash can, right? We did some incredible things, and we're gonna take a look at a slideshow. We did a compilation of, hey, T has my same background. That's hilarious. We're going to show you a slideshow of all the amazing stuff we did this year, and I know you're going to enjoy it. And we'll also we'll send a link out for a West Side Story slideshow and also a West Side Story short film. Well, it's not short. It's actually 45 minutes. I put together a film commemorating all of the rehearsals that we did for West Side Story. So I'll make sure you get that link at the end. A couple of, can you just thumbs up if you can hear me? Because a lot of you are frozen. Thumbs up. Can you hear? Okay. Karam, hey. Okay. What? I can't believe I'm having internet issues like today because it's been great all day. And now, of course, everyone's frozen. Maybe it's just because everyone's here. All right. So a couple of rules. We have a lot to get through and a lot of thank yous, and we want to highlight our seniors. So I want just everyone to stay on mute. Okay. And if you have a question, Miss Bachman and Miss Jones are going to be fielding the chat. So you can definitely throw a question or a comment in the chat and we can share it if it's relevant to kind of what we're talking about. I know you're itching to know what the heck's going on for next year, but don't keep asking that because we're not going to tell you. Okay. So I know that people have been
parts
asking.
we don't know.
So just remain on mute. You can raise your hand with the little icon, raise your hand. You can give us a little clap if you liked what you saw. But for the most part, stay on mute so we can get through all the material and we can highlight all of the seniors who we're not going to see again. So we want to make sure we get to those guys, okay? So first thing is we just want to welcome some special guests. Mr. Thorpe is here. As you know, he's our music director for our musicals, and he's been my creative partner in crime for the last 3 years. So I invited him, and I did want him to have a few moments. He invited me to the choir celebration, which was just amazing and made me cry. So I just wanted him to be here and just wanted to thank him so much for all of the support and love and belief in our shows. So I'm just going to have you, Mr. Thorpe, why don't you unmute yourself and you can say a couple words to the theater department.
Hello, T.C. Williams Theater Department. It's good to see all of you, even though we have been relegated to this form and fashion. But it's a blessing to know that each and every one of you are well, safe, and sanitized. So proud of this department, so proud of my colleagues. Ms. Jones is here, Ms. Bachman is here, Pat, I see Pat's here. I thought I saw Ann Tucker's here as well too. So proud to be with a great team. Certainly I agree with all the sentiments and share the sentiments of purging this West Side Story that just won't seem to go. And, you know, I've had a preview of the video and something's wrong with you if you don't shed a tear. For such the amount of talent and hard work, and we were still 5 weeks out. Nevertheless, it just is a microcosm of how talented and how disciplined you are as a student body and how you've been pulling together. Big shout out to the class of 2020, graduating seniors. So proud of you that you've been able to push through this very trying time and still come through. And eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what great things are in store for you on this side. Remember, commencement just means to begin. So you're now beginning your life's journey, and we want to hear great things 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now when you come back and you can share with your children and grandchildren this moment that you've been in and how you've come through it. Proud of all of the students, from the actors to the wing managers to the tech crew, to everybody who has played a part in not just the spring musicals, but all of our shows, which includes our fall plays, our one acts, all of the things, our creative writing, creative directing, public speaking, anything that you have taken place within this theater department that has shaped the whole thespian. We are extremely proud of you. Just know that you will always have a voice that will always fight for you and fight for the arts. And I just want to say kudos to each and every one of you. And no matter what happens from here on out, know that you have a home right here in the theater department. God bless you all and have a happy and productive summer.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thorpe. I want to say, you know, it's been gonna cry.
Oh, I got one more thing. Sorry, I forgot. I cannot go without sharing how awesome a partnership it has been, not only with Bach and Jones these past 10 years, but with our director and choreographer and first-year teacher here at T.C. Williams, and that is Ms. Laura Hudson Press. Met her a little about 3 years ago, and we just hit it off like best friends. Someone I can talk to, someone she can rely on, and vice versa. I've seen her worth. I've seen her work ethic, her diligence, her creativity, and I think she's been an asset to this department. I'm sure everybody would agree. And so we just want to give a round of applause and a big shout out to all of what she has meant to this department, even in such a short time, has made huge strides. And putting this together, we want to thank you publicly and say that we love you and we appreciate you, not only for your giving heart, mind, and spirit, but just the fact that you've operated in excellence and integrity. And that's something that has been a model for our for putting this together. That's it for me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thorpe. I so appreciate it. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Thorpe. Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I came and interviewed to, direct Hairspray, and he was just so welcoming, and he really, we just clicked, and I just can't say enough how much he made me confident in my skills. And I learned a lot from Mr. Thorpe because he doesn't strive, I always say that striving for perfection is a losing game, right? But striving for
Take yourself off.
I couldn't hear her.
well, I just lost my internet because, as you know, internet works great until you need it.
There you go.
So I actually told everyone while I was gone that I was going to give each of you $1,000. But now that you missed it, I can't really commit to it anymore. But anyway, so let me just wrap it up. I just wanted to say, Mr. Thorpe, that you've made me a better artist and you've made me really strive for more. And I'm really going to, I really am sad that we weren't able to create this production together with Miss Bachman and Miss Jones. But watch the film, everyone. When I send you the film, we had come so far, and you will have a memento to take with you, even though we didn't get to do the whole show. So thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for all your kind words. I will always appreciate everything that we've created together. So I think that now, can you hear me? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Everyone have a thumb? Excellent. I'm just looking to see if anybody, we're gonna get to all of our amazing volunteers soon, but I think what we wanna do now is launch into our slideshow. We wanna show you slides of Medea, of the One Acts, and finally of West Side Story. And as we do that, the director is going to kind of give you kind of a narrative play-by-play of what was happening during the process, so we can kind of relive and remember the amazing work that we created together. Ms. Bachman, you should still, I believe, have hosting access.
I do.
Okay, so why don't you throw it back to me so I can watch the chat, and then I'll also give you screen sharing capabilities, okay?
Okay. And so I will put up, and if everyone's cool with this, I will just run the slideshow. And if you need to, smack me upside the head to say next slide, I will happily do that. So Ms. Press, you are now the host.
Thanks. I'm going to allow you to share screens. Hold on, advanced sharing options. Okay. You should now be able to share screen. Okay.
Excellent. All right. I may need to, there we go. All right. I'm hoping, oh, no, I don't want you seeing my email. Oh, this is what I get, honest to goodness, for, let's see, are we good now?
Yeah. You are now looking at a guest list.
Oh.
No? All right, so this is what I get for trying to see all the things that I needed to see all right, so let's end. How do I end the share? Come on now.
If you'd like me to run the slideshow, I can, because I'm ready to do it.
I am shocked. I have not had trouble like this in forever. All right. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Let me stop the share. and get the right window. This is what I get for dividing my display onto 2 monitors so I could try to monitor multiple things at once. Now are we seeing it?
Yep.
All right. But let's go back to the beginning.
Miss
All
Bachman.
right. I know, and we even met to try and fix this. I am just a disaster. Okay. Does everyone see the T.C. Williams Theater Department proudly presents?
Yes.
All right, our 2019-2020 year in review. We have our beautiful entire showcase list of season that Ms. Press put together. We will only be highlighting pictures from our fall show One Act Festival and late lamented spring musical. That's late lamented is not right. I won't even try. So let's get started. Medea went up in November of 2019. We began working on it in September, and it was a really, really unique process because, as you see right there in the middle of our poster, we took an ancient Greek work and we ourselves adapted it. The work was done by the student leadership team. It was done by our actors who looked at multiple versions of Euripides' script and who improvised and updated their language. We recorded, we wrote, and it was beautiful. So here's all of our people that we love so much. And our running crew, yay, running crew. And for those who don't know what a crew person looks like backstage in the dark, I draw your attention to the bottom left.
Cute.
So we have some pictures of rehearsals. Because we were writing our script as we went, rather than have a book script, everybody was always on their devices looking at the Google document that was shared that had the script as it developed. So when we look at pictures, you will see a lot of people on their Chromebooks. So we've got Aaron and we've got Preston, we've got Emma. In the bottom, we have Lily and Fiona and Cadence and Isabel. We have our wonderful student director and our wonderful student stage manager, Jaden and Corey, sitting and watching as Emma does her Medea part, working with our chorus of Greek muses. For those who don't know the story of Medea, who were unable to join us for the performance, Medea is the story of a woman who murders her children to get revenge on her cheating husband. Fun stuff. Both Emma Winkler and Teddy Rochelle played Medea on alternating performances. Preston Gooden was the cheating husband, Jason. Let's keep it moving. We had lots of practice, daily practice. The script we finished about 2 weeks before, so that was not a lot of time to memorize. But I gotta say, I think because so many of the words came from the actors themselves, memorization was hopefully a little easier than it would otherwise have been. They practice everything, yes, including the kissing. Set construction went through October. If you look at the pictures, it looks like only Malcolm Eckel did any set construction. I assure you that is not true. We had help from Mr. Saul Cizek. We had help from a whole bunch of you putting the set together. And this was another instance where putting the set together for this one was really fascinating. We had to build it in all of these little modules that were mostly movable, because right up until Monday night of Hell Week, we couldn't have the stage to ourselves. We had to share it with our music department colleagues. So at the bottom, you see the finished set, but all of those pieces, and here it is in bright red and orange lighting. I think that is the head of Tyler Urban as he adjusts lighting in that bottom picture. We had a dress rehearsal in the black box and an 8:30 p.m. get the set in place blitz that everyone was just absolutely on top of and wonderful about. for those of you who have never been up to the light booth, this is what you look like from up there. These particular pictures were taken by Pat Smith. I'm not sure if that's dress rehearsal or performance, but that's what you all look like from the booth in a variety of dramatic lightings. And of course, one of the best things about putting any show together is making friendships. So I've got a couple pictures of everybody chilling and hanging out and being friendly. I love Claudian's pose here, just embracing everyone. Okay, and these are the pictures we have of our volunteers. We do not have pictures of all of you, but like it says in the slide, we are absolutely thankful for each of you. Pictured, we have Jennifer Pinoso, Jeannie White, Lisa Socker, Ann Tucker, and Pat Smith. Wonderful, wonderful parents and volunteers. Here we are, 30 minutes to curtain or thereabouts. Tyler's in the booth, Mamadi's at the soundboard. The leadership is having a quick discussion, figuring out what's coming next. And then the cast is in the band room warming up. I'm having a moment talking to everybody with big hearts all around. And then we've got lots of pictures from the show. To give context to the story, since the original Greek audience would have more or less known it already, we wrote a prologue performed by the chorus. You can see all 9 of our chorus muses down there. We began not in the middle in media res, as so many Greek plays did, but we began at the end. We began with people reacting to Medea and the horrible things that she had done. These are all pictures from the prologue. Pictures of how Medea and Jason met, how Medea won over her father, how Jason approached his uncle, King Peleus, here played by our director, Jaden Little. Here's Medea wooing Peleus's daughters into ultimately killing their father. Like I said, bright, happy play. We have Lily and Jay as the kids, another picture of the chorus. Both Emma and Teddy, when they were not playing Medea, played the nurse, one of the servants of Medea's household. So there's Emma as the nurse. And I'm just gonna run the rest of these in silence right up till the very end. I can't stay silent for too long. I just want to give props to Lily Tucker and our costume team, because it really shows in these pictures just how brilliant the division between the blues of Medea and Jason and some other folks and the bright, warm colors of the chorus are. Like I said, it ends with Medea doing unspeakable things to her children, and our crew, they went for the blood. And this is not actually the chorus reacting to that scene in the show, but isn't it perfect when you look at it as pictures?
Yepper.
Amazing photo.
Amazing photo. So one more thing before we move on to 1X. Thank you again to everyone who worked on Medea. You can read it for yourself, but I'm reading it aloud too. I really, truly cherish this collaboration. It was so unique, collaborating and creating, and not just taking someone else's words and interpreting them, but taking your words, putting them to the page and bringing them to life. So my hope for all of you is that you carry those spirits of cooperation, collaboration, and creativity with you, no matter what the future brings for you. So be excellent to each other, in the words of the great Bill and Ted on their excellent adventure. Be excellent to each other. I love you guys. All right, Jones. 1X.
1X, yes. So in the advanced drama class, the class decided they wanted to do one act this year, as opposed to splitting the class in 2, which sometimes happens. And they picked Oz. We had Lucy and Teddy, who were the directors for the show. And they did an excellent job, and I am so proud of all the kids who were in the theater class, because some of those kids, they were in 1, 2, 3 shows in different roles. Some as acting, some as directing, some behind the scenes tech. And I just wanted to say thank you to the kids who were in Oz. And of course, One Acts, as in the whole production, was absolutely great. Tough competition, great kids in every show. I was so proud of you guys. I didn't know what to do with One Acts. And I'll give it back to Ms. Bachman for the moment.
Okay, so I skipped forward to the pictures of Oz. We'll go through those again. We had 5 shows in One Acts. For those who don't know, the beautiful thing about One Acts is that students choose the shows that they're going to do. In some cases, students write the shows that they're going to do. And we had 5 plays. The first one I put in the slideshow here was Naked by Morley Sherman. It's basically about a blind date. Sophia Camacho and Mia Humphrey directed it. Jeffrey Brenchley and Allie Gibbs were the couple on their blind date, with Jacob Joshua Barnes as the befuddled waiter watching
And
their
that-
interactions.
Oh my goodness, that show was the bomb. I love that show. That was so great.
It was a short little play, but very, very funny. Still images cannot capture the humor from Allie and Jeffrey. Next up, we have A Liner, A Strange Disharmony, that was written by our own Davy Washington, with co-direction and production by Lily Grove, starring Devin Soccer, Aaron Burns, Joey Morton, and Sylvia Rahim. A Liner was one of our more serious shows. You can see the content warning. The character Wallace lost his mom, was dumped by a previous girlfriend, and is going through some stuff. The character Finley, Joey Morton, we're not sure if Finley is real or not, because Finley really only appears to Wallace. So some serious stuff. Very lovely script by Davy.
Yes, great script. Great script by Davy. Yep.
You can see everybody in their various moments. Oh boy, what can we say about Corbet? Corbet was a fantastic show. Karam and Ella directing Winnie, Lauren, Felicity, and Devin in a non-speaking role. Just a tremendous job. And special shout out to Winnie, who was really, really sick during performances, to the point where, and this is the one sort of sad note about it, is Corbet was our winner at the in-house One Acts,
Yeah.
but we're unable to move forward. Really great stuff from these young actresses. I regret very much that we did not get to see more with all of you, because you were all just tremendous.
Yes, I love that play. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You guys did an excellent job. Winnie, you were amazing under a lot of pressure and being sick. All of you guys in Corbet were great. Love
Yep.
you all.
Yeah, Felicity and Lauren, you can just see from these pictures in the facial expressions, you know, they were very much in character. We already looked briefly at Oz, the drama class production. It took me a minute to get Oz, but Lena's character has lost her sister and therefore has some empathy for the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, this was a fun show. I really enjoyed watching the 2 directors perform their magic with this show. Some good times, some good memories brought back by these pictures. Amazing show, kids and class.
And then our last show, I wrote, not necessarily intending it for a high school audience, but when Araceli had difficulty finding the script that she really wanted to do, which Araceli, I will do my best to make sure you get it next year, since that is 3 years running now that you have wanted to do your Alfred Hitchcock World Doll play. I said, look, if you want to direct and you need something, here is a script. You can pick it up at the last second because we don't have to pay royalties. They did. We cast Preston, Emma, Bobby, and Gigi in very, very adult roles, and they knocked it out of the park. It's a dinner party between old friends where there are some secrets and drama lying underneath. The Brick Joke was second place in the school performance, but when Corbet was unable to move forward, Brick Joke went on to VHSL one act competition at Mount Vernon. Emma, Bobby, and Preston all recognized for their individual performances. Emma, best actor out of all the performances at District, and look at the surprise and joy on her face. I think we were sharing in that. And the picture is blurry, but there are all of our happy students because TC, give it up, became
Yes.
District champions for the first time since 1995.
Yes.
Woo!
So Brick Joke, the trophy is in the drama office, but we haven't had a chance to shine it up and make sure it says what it needs to say on it. So we'll have to do that next school year sometime. Great job, Brick Job. Brick Joke, my bad.
Miss Press, back to you.
Thank
for
you.
West Side Story.
Yes, let's go ahead and stop sharing this. Oh yeah, why don't you do this, and
Yep.
then I want to stop sharing the screen real quick because we have another couple of guests who have come in. Okay.
Sure thing. So I completely forgot I put this slide in there, which is my bad. We definitely want to take an additional thank you to Vincent Pinoso, who has been our official photographer. The vast majority of pictures from Medea and the One Act Festival were his work, particularly the really sharp ones. And so we are inviting everybody to see more of his beautiful work from this year's plays as well as last year's plays. He has images from Hairspray, from Noises Off, from Beauty and the Beast. They are all in the proof gallery at his website, pinosoimages.com. Check them out, order them. They are wonderful. All right, I will stop sharing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pinoso. You always do a good job for our kids, making sure that they have individual pictures, group pictures, pictures that we can share for the theater department. So we appreciate it very, very much.
And they're gorgeous pictures. Every year, I'm just like blown away by the quality of the photos that we get. We're very lucky to have a parent.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Comes and does our shows. So I have gotten approval from our administrative guests that we can do the West Side Story real quick. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to come back and say hi to Mr. Gonzalez and Miss Moran, who was so kind enough to join us today. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. I think this is what I need. Let's do that. Okay. So of course, as you know, we were not able to actually get to our production of West Side Story, but I did my very best to capture a lot of stuff along the way. So we're gonna see some photos of the rehearsal process, okay? So believe it or not, I had my intro to theater classes do a marketing campaign for West Side Story, and one of the elements of the campaign was to design a poster. Now, as we shut down, I only had a couple of posters having been submitted, but this one was beautiful, and I just want to give a shout out. I think Marley's on the call. Chastity, Marley, Alexandra, and Isaac, all freshmen, class of 2023, they designed this amazing poster. So I just wanted to show you how well it came out, and I'm just really proud of those students, and I hope they do continue in theater. I think I might have. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going here. All right, so our cast list. I just wanted to show you the pages of the cast list to honor and acknowledge all of the amazing talent that was in our show. This is our leads. Oops. And then here are the Jets and the Sharks. Again, I look at these names, I get a little tear, but that's okay, I'm gonna survive. Okay, this too shall pass. And then just giving a shout out to our amazing leadership. Our crew chief, Malcolm Eckel, who I always have to say is just so steadfast and consistent, and we can always rely on him. Our student director, Araceli, who I pegged her as a freshman, just being like a tiger and knew she could be in leadership. Jaden, who has always been such a huge part of the theater department. I can't imagine the theater without her. And then a special shout out to my wing managers, Lyra and Emma. They were beasts. They were at every single rehearsal. They helped me film things. They helped me capture all of the moments. And I was so excited to run the show with them, and because I could really rely on them. Oh, our design team. And I also have to call out Lily, Rima, but also Anne. Anne, I know you are on this call, and I know we almost killed you with Beauty and the Beast, but that thing was insanely beautiful. And I know you were excited to design this show. I was excited to see what you came up with. Your daughter is so talented, as are you. So thank you so much. Okay, here are our leads, all their beautiful faces. They were so committed, always brought their A game. Every single time I worked with them, they improved. It was so wonderful working with them. The Sharks. Kelvin, John Paul, Davey, Jaden, Sadiq, Rakeem, Tyler, and Haiti. What an amazing group of students. I know the Jets look a little thin here, but it's because Riff and Tony are on that other slide. Nikolai, man, so awesome to work with him. Jeffrey, Owen was such an amazing baby Johns. August, Stewart, Michael, we had so much fun together, especially Officer Krupke. That was gonna bring down the house, I just know it. My girls, we had besties, best friends, Winnie and Marley playing Graziella and Velma. We had Mia, Ava, and Marisol playing Anita's sidekicks. I was really looking forward to hearing them sing I Feel Pretty. I was gypped. All right, my Shark girls, what a sassy bunch of ladies. I can't tell you how fun the rehearsals were, choreographing America. I mean, I don't think we had one moment where we weren't smiling and laughing and having a good time. My beautiful Jet girls, oh dude, cool, choreographing cool was a grind, but it was getting better and better. That music is hard. And you guys really rose to the challenge, and it was improving every single time we rehearsed it. Again, I really miss dancing with you guys. And then of course it's the adults. Jacob Joshua as a perfect Shrank, Joey as Krupke, Z as Doc, and Alexandra as the really well-meaning and very frustrated gland hand. All right, here are some rehearsal memories. I think this was the first time we got together. We were looking at our paperwork and our contracts. Everybody was together, and we could already feel the magic in the room. And as you can, if you notice Sadiq there in the background photobombing. All right, here are our Jets and our Sharks. What a great group of boys. They all became fast friends, even when they were doing stage combat. Here are our Shark girls and our adults. Look at how we're already like, we're so, this show was like so tribal. We always sat with our people, but we also crossed the lines and kind of loved on each other, and we're so supportive during the rehearsal process. Aw, the ladies. We got some Jets, some Sharks. Everybody looked so happy. Oh, this was our stage combat workshop where Ian Clark of the Noble Blades came and helped us fight safely. This was such a fun day. We learned so much, and in the commemorative film that you'll get the link at the end of this celebration, you'll see the rumble, and you'll see really how real it looks. Few more slaps. People really love slapping on each other. It was pretty hilarious. Again, so much fun. There we are, final time. It started getting a bit chaotic in there, but again, just a great day and really well worth it. Ooh, cool, my ladies, my ladies. You know, cool typically is done with just the jets and 3 of the female dancers, but our dancers were so strong this year, we decided to incorporate all of the women. Again, it was a challenge because the music, the syncopation of the music is very challenging, but I was really excited to put this on stage. And again, you'll see some of it in the commemorative film. Remember that? We all got to the back of the room, ran forward. We all tried to jump at the same time and turn around. I loved it. And then this is just a kind of a montage of scenes where we were working. I love working with actors, kind of digging into the material and understanding what's behind the lines. And I just had such a talented group of actors for this show. It was such a pleasure. And there's our sacred circle. We always try to start our rehearsals in the circle, the strongest shape of collaboration. And then again, I just wanted to thank you for everything that I felt was the momentum and the magic that was building when we were working on West Side Story. Everything that you gave to the production, please remember. I mean, I was just thinking about, you know, you're not going to remember the math test that you took junior year. You're not going to, you might remember a paper you wrote if it was really good, maybe. But you know what you're going to remember? You're going to remember the shows you were in, the productions you worked on, the friends that you made when you were creating art. Those are the relationships that you are going to remember. And the events and the moments you're going to remember is when you come together with other people and create art. So I just wanted to thank you so much for everything you gave to the show. It does break my heart that we weren't able to do it, but I so cherish everything that we've built so far. I'm going to stop sharing. And there it is. Yay! Woo! Woo! Okay. So before we continue, I did want to just, I hope they're still here. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Gonzalez with San Francisco in the background. Are you there right now? Just kidding. And then I see Miss Moran. So first I wanna just welcome you and say thank you so much for attending this. I wanted to just give, I wanted to say thank you. And of course, Ms. Bachman and Jones can jump in. Mr. Gonzalez and Ms. Moran have been so incredibly supportive, especially for me as a new director to the school and a new teacher. I was really inefficient. I made a lot of mistakes. I never knew where anything was. I asked for too much and expected it too quickly. And they were always so generous and patient and really held my hand through processes and systems that I didn't understand. And I just so appreciate how much you supported me over the last few years. Let's actually hear from Mr. Gonzalez first, and then Ms. Moran, if you just want to say a few words, I would love to hear from you, and I'm sure that the kids would as well. So Mr. Gonzalez, you want to take yourself off mute?
Hey, thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's great to see so many of you. Like Ms. Press said, it is too bad that we're not seeing each other in person and that the show that you worked so hard on didn't get to, well, we didn't get to see it. But like I mentioned to the choir in their celebration a couple weeks ago, one of the things that you're going to remember as you move on are is the community and the friendships that are made in these kinds of organizations. Music and theater, it's good for your soul, and that's the kind of thing that is most needed right now during this difficult time. So I want to thank Ms. Bachman, Ms. Jones for your years of leadership in the theater department at TC, and Ms. Press, you are such a great addition. We'll definitely have well, we're gonna miss you, and just congratulations. Hope to see many of you performing as you move on next year. Whenever we get back, we'll get right back into it and keep staying involved in the arts as much as you can. So congrats to everybody.
And Mr. Gonzalez, I don't know, Mr. Gonzalez is actually transitioning to the International Academy, so he will no longer be the T.C. Williams Fine Arts Administrator. We're really gonna miss you. I know that you're gonna do amazing things at the IA, but just know how much we've appreciated all that you've done for the department. Thank you.
I would like to take a second to echo that, Mr. Gonzalez. Thank you very much. I know we will be seeing a little less of you when you're up there on the 3rd floor, but I'm glad that you will still be around and in the building.
I'll be around. Yes.
Because I think you have been an asset as an administrator.
And I would like to chime in from being the pit orchestra director for Dreamgirls, and we worked as colleagues in the band department, and then you moved on to administration. We definitely have enjoyed your support over these years when you made that transition. Thank you so much, Mr. Gonzalez.
My pleasure.
Okay, so I wanted to also just give the floor for a few moments to Miss Moran. I gotta tell you that Miss Moran is the best. I would run to her and say, I don't have any bus passes. And she's like, honey, just come over here and just open the drawer and it's right in there. She would always seek me out and give me little Theater of Alexandria free tickets. I mean, you're so generous and so kind, and thank you for taking care of me, Miss Moran. And I want to just give you the floor, and then also I'm sure Miss Bachman and Jones may want to say a few words as well.
Yeah, I left Mr. Ballas in a Zoom with the PTA, and now he's on with a school board member. So he was hoping to get to this Zoom, but I'm not sure if he'll come through or not. And every time I talk to a Zoom that has seniors in it, I get really teary. So I'll only say a few words, but to all you guys, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, you are the best. You are the toughest. You are the greatest. And I want you to take that wherever you go. Those that are going off to college or whatever you're going to do after, you can do it all. And those that'll still be with us next year, it's really going to be different, but a good year. So I want you to stick with it. And I know it hasn't been fair, but you guys are the best ever. And I thank you so much for letting me get to know you.
Thank you, Ms.
so much,
Moran.
Moran.
Yeah, Ms. Moran, thank you so
Thanks.
much for your support. We know that we can count on you for just about anything. Ms. Jones, if you want to say anything else, but we should move on to celebrating our seniors. Yes.
I think that was a good segue.
Yeah, I just
Absolutely.
wanted to say one thing, Miss Moran, and we'll talk and we'll see each other. But Jonesy misses seeing you because Miss Moran always calls me Jonesy, so I just wanted you to know that. I miss seeing you, Miss Moran.
Thank you, Ms. Moran, for attending. And please tell Mr. Ballas we love him and we know he's so busy, and we're thinking of him, okay? Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to talk about our seniors and what they've given to the department, and hopefully we'll also be able to give you a couple of moments to talk about, not to put you on the spot, but to do a dance or a song, just kidding, or just to say something about what the theater department has meant for you over the course of your 4 years. Probably what we should do, Ms. Bachman and Ms. Jones, is we can definitely say by name the seniors that are not on the Zoom, but then acknowledge the seniors and actually talk about the seniors that are on the Zoom, okay?
Sounds good.
So Ms. Jones, why don't you kick it off with the first 3 we have on the list. I'm not sure they're here. We got Jade.
Yeah, I saw Jade.
I don't think Brendan and Ian are here. You want to just acknowledge them and then we can talk about Jade.
Yes. Okay. So Brendan and Ian, they were in my intermediate and advanced drama class, and it looks like I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of cutting and pasting and writing my little notes to all of my seniors who are not on the call. So Ms. Press and Ms. Bachman, I text you guys, if you guys can kind of help me out with crossing off names or finding out who's here and who's not, that would help all 3 of us out. Thank you. So Jade, I have enjoyed knowing you by being in my intermediate drama class, public speaking 1 and 2 classes, and as a company member in Dreamgirls. I thank you for your patience, your drive to always improve yourself, and your undying support for me as your teacher. Jade, I have loved and cherished working with you, and we'll be in touch. This is not the end. Congratulations, Jade. I love you dearly. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you too, Miss Jones.
Okay, Miss Bachman, it's you and
Okay.
your list.
I
First
was-
part of the list.
I was trying to catch up and get for you the folks who are not here. So I will
Well-
catch up when Ms. Press has to speak.
Yes, Ms. Bachman, I just wanted to put a little shout out to Jade because I love working with you. You always are in character. You always, even if it's just everyone's tired and it's like 5:25 and we're doing a run through, you are on. You are always on. You light up the stage, and I really and don't think I didn't notice, right? Don't think I didn't notice. You're a really incredible performer. So I just want to say thank you for all you've given to the musicals.
Thank you so much.
All right, now Ms. Bachman.
Okay. So let me first recognize the folks who are not currently here. That includes from my top list, Bobby Sweeney, Julian St. John, Christian. I call him Debbie, and that's because he introduced himself as a Debbie Downer. So it stuck, and they are not here. Who is here is Raheem Ruffin, who I hope you can all see. Raheem has been with the drama department for a couple years, starting out doing 2 years in intro to drama with me, and in the past year becoming an absolute stalwart, an absolute pillar of stage crew, showing up for every after school session we ever had for Beauty and the Beast, showing up for almost every weekend session, and just being a general all-around pitch-in fabulous guy. Raheem, it has been wonderful to see you grow both as a performer, which I know Ms. Press will touch on more, having seen you in intermediate, but to have had you so involved with the stage crew, it has been an absolute treat, and I am super duper tremendous proud of you for making it to your graduation, and I wish you all the best in the future.
I second that. So, you know, Raheem has been in my intermediate theater class, and I remember you from last year just being in the theater and being on crew, and I'm like, who's this guy? Like, he's always here. He's like always about, you know, I don't really know him. He's a little quiet. And then this year he was in my intermediate theater class, and this guy's a comedian. This guy's hilarious. And I just want to tell you how proud I am of you, that you stepped out of your comfort zone and you really worked on your performance skills. I love your video. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you about that, but he did a little solo performance for me this quarter, and it was wonderful. He played multiple characters. I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you, Raheem, and it's been a pleasure. Raheem, do you want to say anything?
Ms. Press, may I say something about Raheem?
Of course.
Raheem, I have enjoyed working with you. You always are smiling. You've always said, hey, Miss Jones, how you doing? Hi, Miss Jones. We could be anywhere in the building. We could be outside the building. You always spoke with that beautiful smile that I'm seeing now and said hello to me. And yes, you were a workhorse. Whatever we asked you, you always did it. And I'm glad to hear that those acting skills are getting better and better and better. Keep it up. I'm so proud of you, Raheem. Thank you.
We love you. Okay. Next person.
Yep, let me just say a few quick words about Lucas Tober. I'm getting echoes. I know Lucas is here. I had not met Lucas until he came to work on Medea, and just what was a fantastic fantastic member of the stage and running crew. Spent many, many hours working with Max in the back on those pillars, making those pillars and those columns look fantastic. So Lucas, I am sorry that because West Side Story did not go forward because of the dreaded COVID, we did not have a chance to work together again. But it was a real pleasure working with you, Amadea.
Thank you.
And Ms. Press, that sends it back to you for the next part of our senior
Okay,
list.
sorry, I forgot I was on mute. I was here chatting to myself. So I want to highlight kind of a new addition, and I'm really sad that you're a new addition and you're graduating this year. It's Jacob Joshua Barnes. He is also in my intermediate theater class. He was in Medea, and he was playing the absolutely perfect Lieutenant Schrank in West Side Story. Jacob Joshua moved from Washington, so this was his first year at TC Williams, and he very quickly in class became a leader. He had incredible skill, all his projection, his characterization, his commitment, his energy, it was all there. And I know he modeled what it means to be a really dedicated actor for the other intermediate students. He's wonderful to work with. He's such a kind person. And I just mad that you're graduating because I only got you for a year. But I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you, and you should be really proud of everything you did this year. You're a force to be reckoned with, and I hope that you continue performing. Did you want to say anything? Because we're not letting anyone say anything clearly.
Well, the only thing I'll say is just first of all, an absolute rebuttal to all of it. But still, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. And I've had a pleasure with all of you. You're all just the greatest people to work with that I could ever ask for.
Yay. Thank you, Jacob Joshua. We'll miss you. Thank you for all of your generosity and talent. Is Haiti here? I feel like Haiti is here.
Haiti doesn't have a picture up, but Haiti's here.
But he's here. Okay, great. So Miss Jones, you wanna start with Haiti? Because I think we all have something to say about Haiti.
Yes, so Haiti, I enjoyed having you as a Dreamgirls company member. I saw you grow over the years as a football player, actor, and leader in the Black Student Union. Thank you for always saying, yes, when you agreed with me on something. I am going to miss your smile and your support. Stay strong. I love you, Haiti.
I think that we all kind of live in the light of Haiti. I've worked with him on Hairspray, Beauty and the Beast, and West Side Story. And much like Jade, he just brings it. He steals scenes because he's so and on. He's got that extra little something that makes your eye just draw to him on stage. And it makes it so easy, Haiti, to work with you because you bring such joy and commitment to everything you do as a performer. So I know I don't think I can see your face, but I want to give you a virtual hug and say it's just been so awesome, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future because, you're like the triple threat. Okay, love you. All right, who's next?
It's me. So I was told that Zamina and Gabriel is not on the call. Is that correct? Is Lena here? Is Jaden Little here? Is Lucy here? If none of those students are here, Ms. Bachman, it's thrown back to you. But I would like to say something about one of the students in your list. Well, actually, two of them. Thank you.
Okay, I'm disappointed that some of those students aren't here because they have been such such outstanding members of our theater community. So hopefully we will, through email, be able to congratulate them. Is Corey here? No, but Lily is here. Lily Tucker. Wait, let me make sure I am unmuted. Okay. There you are, Lily. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I am going to do without you for any kind of fancy artistic anything that I do ever. From your freshman year with Dream Girls, when you pretty much single-handedly gave us a Cadillac car.
Oh my God, yes.
Through being my savior for all of the puppets in Tempest. If there is an art project, Lily can do it. And it has been so great to have her there, always ready to say, hey, what's needed? Her drive and her initiative are just some of her many, many, many outstanding qualities. And Lily, you know, you have an eye for design. So I really hope that whether it is in theater or some other artistic endeavor, you are going to continue with that, because it is such a talent. And I am so grateful that it has been a talent you have given to us.
Lily, thank you for my Cadillac car. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But you've just been amazing on the design side. Thank you so much for all your hard work. And again, as I put in the chat, you and your mother were a tremendous tag team, mother-daughter team, and we are going to miss you guys.
I third that, Lily. Our shows looked amazing. I mean, well, number one, you designed the t-shirt for Hairspray, which is like my favorite t-shirt on the planet. You also designed the t-shirt for Beauty and the Beast, which is my second favorite t-shirt. You did design, didn't you design Hairspray?
No, I didn't do Hairspray. I did Mrs. Oz.
Oh, okay, fair.
Ann Williams did the
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember
Hairspray
Anne.
one.
But Beauty and the Beast was the most breathtaking looking show. It was gorgeous. And I literally could not have done it without you and your mom and your team. And what I love about you is that I can just trust you. Like, I trust your taste. I completely trust your taste. I know you always have the show in mind. You have a vision. I think that's what's pretty amazing, is you have vision. And just take that with you and be confident in your taste and your choices, because your gut is right. You know what I mean? So I just can't thank you enough. And I'm sorry we didn't get to do West Side together. I know it would have looked so sweet. All right, excellent. Where are you off to?
The Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. It's in Philly.
Oh,
They have a-
wonderful.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's the one thing
Fantastic.
that we should be asking, right? Our seniors, is where they're off to. Well,
And-
congratulations.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm taking a gap year, so hopefully I will be able to show up a little bit for the
Oh.
As I say, oh, don't tell us
Be
that. We
careful
will
what
put you to
Exactly.
work.
on this Zoom.
We
We're
will
recording
put
it.
you to work.
We will definitely put you to work.
I need to find a replacement. I can't leave
Yes.
you guys ended.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna show, but
So I think that we're gonna jump down to now. I don't think Teddy's on the call.
Yeah.
I think that we have our two MVPs, I think, which are Ben and Winnie, are our last two seniors that I think are on the call, right? Is Winnie?
Is Angelica here?
I don't think Angelica's on the call.
No, Angie's not here, but I'm here. Winnie.
Hi, Winnie.
Winnie's
I know I
here.
saw you pop in.
Hey.
So, so let's start with Winnie. We've got Winnie and Ben. So I think that Leslie, why don't you take it away? I know she was in your advanced theater, and of course I have a lot to say about the musicals, but do you want to start, Jones?
Sure, no problem. So Winnie, your smile is so contagious. Never stop smiling. I have enjoyed seeing you grow as an actress, a singer, and a dancer. I enjoyed having you in my intermediate and advanced drama classes and in my main stage productions. starting off with Dream Girls. I love your whatever it takes attitude. In other words, let's do what is best for the ... and everybody can fill in the blanks. Keep up that great positive attitude you have, and you will go far. Winnie, I'm going to miss you. You were such a trooper during 1X. I'm going to miss you dearly. And you're a tremendous dancer. Love your dancing. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
Yeah, okay, let me get me, am I off mute? Okay, good. Winnie, Winnie, Winnie! I mean, we've been working together since Hairspray. And this year you were my dance captain. And I just have to say, I was thinking back at your journey this year, and it was so challenging for so many reasons. You got so sick, but you rallied and did that amazing play Courbet. We began our whole cool journey together. You're so professional and mature. You're ahead of your time, and your voice. I just can't even with your voice. It just got better and more syrupy and more sultry. I mean, yes, you're a great dancer, but when I heard you sing, I was like, oh my God. Winnie, I'm really gonna miss you. Just keep doing you, because it's all good. And I just can't wait to see how you continue to grow. What's your plans at the end of next year?
So thank you guys, that was really sweet, everything you just said. I'm gonna cry, but I will hold my tears in. So next year I'm going to VCU Arts, and I'm getting a BA in music for vocal performance. Yeah.
Excellent. That's so exciting.
Winnie, I just want to say kudos for singing at your graduation. And I'm talking about a solo spot. You go, girl. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, we have one final senior, and then we're gonna just quickly move on to our volunteers and parents, because we want to make sure before we go that we acknowledge them. So kind of bear with us. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what it's time for? It's time for Ben Williams.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
I would like to start this one, please. Okay.
Sure.
Let me pin your video. Okay. So Ben, way back in the day when I was a freshman director, and we had the whole P-Link issue, and I just went up to you and I was like, so could you just like take over Corny Collins? And you're like, yeah.
You sure you didn't freeze yourself? We good?
Yeah. Am I good?
You're good.
Yeah,
okay.
You're good now.
Did you hear anything?
Nope.
No, you didn't hear anything? Okay.
Nope.
So I'll begin again. So way back when I was a little baby director, way back in 2018, and we had a whole like link issue with the Pete and the Nikolai, and I just went over to you, you were a sophomore, and I was like, so could you just like take over the role of Corny Collins? And just so cool as a cucumber, you're like, yeah, I could do that. And you were mind-blowing. You were mind-blowing. You were amazing at Maurice with all the stage combat and the killing the wolves. And you are my perfect riff. I mean, like, I would have dreams about you as riff. And as a director, I love working with you, Ben, because nothing rattles you. You take direction. You're always present, and you have this amazing magical mixture of absolute professionalism and like ridiculous silliness that makes the mashup that is Ben Williams. And I think that's why you're such an amazing friend and such an amazing cast member, is you're so self-possessed and self-confident that you can be generous with all of your other peers. And I'm crying. Thank you. Thank you for being so steadfast and dedicated and talented and just always present for us and for your friends. You are like everyone's close friend, and people feel the love from you. So Ben, thank you so much. You're still my riff.
All right, Ben. I remember seeing you in GW Productions, right? I was thinking to myself, I hope he finds his way to TC drama, and you did. I like how you can be an actor 1 minute and be a TV production person the next minute. Always making sure you publicize TC drama and making sure you say, hi, Miss Jones. You're another one. I don't care where I am, inside, outside of the building, you always say, hi, Miss Jones to me. And I appreciate that dearly. Thanks a bunch for that. However, I wanted to also give you props for your hoop skills in the senior faculty basketball game. You should have also tried out for the boys basketball team. You can ball, man, you can ball. I'm proud of you. And I know you will go far in the future.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was awesome. I had so much fun with you guys. Everyone I met was amazing. If you guys saw the post, I was like, you guys, second family, so much fun. Especially shout out to all my Jets. You guys are the boys. Love y'all. My Tony, you know, we didn't get to do it, but move to tune, man. It would been cool.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for.
And Ben, where are you off to next year?
Years.
Where are you off to
I'm
next
going
year,
to Davidson in fall. Going to Davidson in the fall, and it's a good start. Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yay,
Thank you guys.
Ben. MVP. Woo! Okay, so we're kind of nearing the end, but we have 2 more things to do. We want to acknowledge and honor our parent volunteers, right? Who really, we can't run this department without you. I know some of you are on the Zoom. I know Hannah and Anne are on the Zoom.
Our costume goddesses.
Yes.
Yes.
Costume goddesses.
And Pat is on our Zoom. We have to acknowledge Pat. The other people that I want to quickly acknowledge, and I'm sure Bachman and Jones will agree, are the Pinosos. We've already mentioned how creatively they've helped our department so much. Also, Saul Sizik is like a one-man set construction team. He, along with Don Haddock, Ava's dad, built that beautiful castle. And I think Saul has such great ideas for our department in terms of how we can improve technically. He's just like a part of the family. And then, so I just wanted to say thank you, even though they're not on the Zoom, in case they watch this later. But we want to talk about Hannah, Ann, and Pat. So let's start with Hannah. Let's stay with the Williamses. Let me go first, I guess, okay? So I had a couple of things that I just really appreciate about you, Hannah. I've had the pleasure of working with you both in TC and actually outside of TC, right? You are incredibly committed to the arts, which is rare. Sports, STEM, but we need parents who believe in the arts and its value, and you do. You're a tireless problem solver. You can figure out a way to do anything. And it just doesn't seem, you're like, yep, let's do it. Oh, that doesn't work, let's do this. I love the fact that you're like, you and your son are alike. You figure it out, right? And it creates such calm, it reduces our angst. And you're there every step of the way. And I'm sure your kids feel it too. I can't thank you enough for being there for your kids, for being there for us, and for the theater department. Thank you so much. Are you off mute?
Thank you guys. It's been so much fun. I've loved every single show, and I have to say, I was not the costume goddess. I was like the costume assistant who's just in the corner, like just doing whatever Anne told me to do.
I think you were in charge of the socks.
I was definitely in charge of the socks. Yes. And mirrors.
Who the boys promptly lost after the first rehearsal.
Yeah. We had extras. But yeah, no, Anne, I would throw all of that to Anne.
Of course
Anne
you had extras, because you're Hannah. That's right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I think let's now talk a little bit about Anne. Let's find Anne on the gallery view. Oh, Lord, Anne, where are you? Whenever I bring up Beauty and the Beast, she goes like, oh, because it was so exhausting. But it was, oops, hold on. I think I might have stopped your video. Anne, come back. I accidentally stopped your video. Start your video again, hun. I just like kicked you out. I meant to pin your video. Anyway, can you come back, hun? Where is she? Okay, well, I just kicked her out. Hopefully she'll come back. Anyway, so Anne, I can't believe the effort and the work you and Lily put into Beauty and the Beast. It was, again, one of the most beautiful. Oh, I can't come back myself. You have to do it. Let's go back. I'm going to find you, honey. I'm so sorry. And there I go. There I go, stealing your thunder. I'm going to find you right now. There she is. Start video. Now you can start video. Oh, okay. That was actually quite funny. Let me pin your video. There you go. And I know it was a beast, you know, literally and figuratively. and I know we need to improve our processes and our best practices. And I know, and yet you stuck with it. You stuck with it because you care. And it was one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen, a high school production. And what was really exciting about West Side Story is you reached out to me. You're like, let's get it going. Let's get it going. We have ideas. Let's get it going. And I'm like, again, like I said to Lily, I trust your taste. You have passion and vision, and I know I can rely on that. And so I just wanted to thank you so much for all the hard work, even though it almost killed you.
I want to double down on that because, Anne, you know, one of the things that we have long needed from parents is someone to just step up and say, let me take this on. And that has been you. And just like Laura said, cast party for Medea, you were bending my ear with ideas for West Side Story. And it was such a joy because, honestly, it was such a joy because I knew that as one of the technical things, that was just off my plate. And I would be able to focus on the set and the lights for West Side Story and not even have to worry at all about what costumes would be. And it was the same for Beauty and the Beast. When Laura approached me with her grand scheme for the set, I went, oh my God, if I have to do costumes too, it's gonna kill me. The set alone almost killed me, but there you were. And I know costumes just about killed you, but bless you for all of that, because the shows that you have worked on have just been, you know, head and shoulders above what we have done with costumes in the past.
Yes, and I want to, excuse me, I want to echo that you have tirelessly always offered, for the most part, if you're available, your house for cast parties.
That too.
And I want to say thank you so much. We have had so many cast parties in the Comrades and the Tuckers houses, but we love that you offer up your house freely and many, many times over and over again. And of course, thank you for working for us as much as you have. And we're definitely going to miss you. Thank you so much.
I definitely want to give all of the props to Pat Smith, but someone who did not make it on our written list, I don't think she's here, but really, really quick, since Winnie is here, Winnie's mom, Stephanie Harrington,
yes,
who has been chair for our dinners.
Yes.
So, oh my goodness, Stephanie, making sure that we are all fat and happy.
Yes.
For our shows when everyone is giving so much to be fed, keeps everybody in better spirits. And so thank you for that. So then last but not least, she hasn't been a parent at TC for a long time, although she's a grandparent. And Pat, for those who don't know, Pat has been around since before I was a TC student. So my personal association with Pat is now over 20 years old. I love Pat to death. She is such a rock when it comes to getting lighting done and having ideas and working with me and taking vision and creating schedule. You know, our shows would not be what they are without Pat. It is so wonderful to have community volunteers who continue on in all of their capacities, even when they no longer have students. Although in Pat's case, She has grand students who are graduating
Yes.
this year, who were not theater kids, although, you know, they used to hang out in the booth. They don't anymore. Yeah, Pat, we love you. I know, without doing details, you've had a difficult past couple years, but you have been there for us through thick and thin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. We are looking forward to continuing this association forever and ever and ever.
Pat,
Yes.
are you still there? I feel like she disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure.
Pat, I just want to say that I have a long list of people that, since we've been home, that I needed to check in on. And I should have checked on you way before now. So I got to put you towards the top of the list. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all of what you have done for TC Drama and Theater way before I got here, working with Hope. Then when we got Miss Press as our third edition, you have just been amazing of all the things that you have done for us over the years. And we definitely thank you for that. Words cannot describe
No, they cannot.
how I feel about you. Thank you so much.
Pat, can you hear us?
Is she back?
Okay, great. So thank you so much, Pat, for just always being there and having such creative ideas and helping us to make our shows look amazing, and just being ready for any problem that's thrown in the mix. You know how to handle it. I can't imagine doing these shows without you, and we really appreciate. I mean, we really appreciate the fact that you love our department so much and you give so generously to it. So thank you so much. Okay, so I think we're kind of coming to an end. There is one last thing that I do have to talk to everybody about, which is going to be, I'm probably going to cry. So just, you know, this is a tissue. I don't know if you can see with my green screen. So my family is going to be moving back to Northern California this summer. This was not expected. My kids were born in Northern California. That's where we're from, but we didn't really plan on moving back until my 9 and 11-year-old were in college. I thought I had many, many more years at TC Williams. My husband got a job out of the blue at Intel, which is in Silicon Valley. It was an incredible opportunity for him, and we sent him off in January, and I said, this better be your forever job. I'm staying here until we're sure, right? Because I'm not moving if this isn't your forever job. So lo and behold, it's going incredibly well, and he's incredibly happy there. He wasn't happy in his last job, and he was struggling. Palo Alto is not a bad place to live, you know, but it really just, it's very hard to stomach the fact that I didn't get to do this show with you, that I didn't get any closure with the artists and the students that have made me grow so much and taught me so much. I have to thank, you know, Miss Jones and Miss Bachman for allowing me to come into their department and try to affect change and create art and help students grow. This is a very bittersweet exodus. I'm very excited on the new chapter, but I'm incredibly sad that I won't be able to hug you to say goodbye, and I won't be able to do a musical with you next year. It just kills me. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank the students who have created works of art, because it's what I love to do so much. I don't like creating art by myself. I like creating art with you, right? I love collaborating with you. And don't forget that this is a collaborative art form, right? You get to work with people, you get to build family, you get to do it together, and that's what I'm gonna really miss. Anyway, like I said, you're not gonna remember the science paper you wrote. You're not gonna remember maybe who you sat next to learning German, but you're gonna remember every single person on this screen because of what we've created together over the last few years. Okay, I'm gonna put some stuff in the chat, all right?
Well, while you do that and pull yourself together, since we're asking the students to stay muted at least for an appreciation in the chat, you have brought and change can be difficult and scary, but it has also been really, really good. And so we will miss you. We will miss your energy and your drive. You have kept us on our toes. And that has been important to moving this department forward and bringing us into a new phase. So thank you for your ambition. We would not have done a Beauty and the Beast without you. And as you know, daunting as that prospect was, it was an amazing show. And I am sorry that we did not get to complete West Side Story, because we would have been able to build on that foundation from Hairspray and Beauty and the Beast and create another, again, very, very challenging, very, very ambitious, but ultimately would have been a truly amazing show.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
We will definitely miss you, Miss Press. I'm going to miss all the tech stuff that I'm still trying to learn from you. I am going to miss the beautiful vision that you have with the shows that you have directed over the years. And I'm going to miss you pushing us forward to a new, better improved, always improving theater department. I wish you and your family well. Godspeed.
Thank you so much. What I'm doing right now is I went ahead and I put the West Side Story slideshow that you saw on this Zoom into the chat. The next link I'm going to provide for you, let me get back to gallery view actually, is, so over the last 4 or 5 days, I've been compiling all of the rehearsals that we had into one cohesive film. And it ended up being 45 minutes. I mean, it's like it's almost everything that we've done. I've been crying for 4 days because I've been watching all of the rehearsals and kind of really understanding how well it was going and how far we were coming and how much momentum was building. But, you know, this is what we're living with right now. And I want to give this film to you, so you can watch it, you can keep it, you can, 20 years when you're talking to your own kids and they're studying this time in history during COVID and our next civil rights era, when they're learning this in school, you can say, oh, let me show you what we were working on when our school shut down, and you have this film to show them. It was a precious experience for me to work on it, and I hope you enjoy it. If you can project it up onto your TV, do it. It's unlisted on YouTube. I do want to recommend, or I do want to say that you should not post it on any social media websites or anything public, because it still is we have to abide by the MTI contract. But you can share it privately with family and friends should they want to see it, okay? So I'm going to just put the link in, and of course I will post it on Canvas as well later. But I really hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed building it, and I just love you so much, and you should be super proud of everything that we did together, okay? Thank you so, so much. I'm gonna put also, this is my Instagram. That's my private Instagram. I should probably give you my Facebook. Who does Facebook? No one, right? But I'm gonna give you my Facebook just in case. Hold on. Okay, here I'm back. That's Facebook for the parents. Okay. So please, I mean, you know, go get dinner, sit back and enjoy the show. And just know that you should be incredibly proud. And you guys are going to have to figure out what you're going to do next year with Bachman and Jones, since I won't be there. I don't know that West Side Story is going to be the right show for next year. I have an idea of what might be, but it's out of my hands. I'm going to just type it in the chat. And the only reason I say is because we have incredible singers that are all going to be seniors. Wink, wink. Think about it.
I don't see it. What is it?
Les Mis.
Oh, I got you.
And Miss Press was already talking to me in November about that. And
I had already decided on the season
it's
for the
true.
following year.
And you know, assuming, look, guys, let's be 100% honest, my dears, my darlings. We do not know what next school year looks like. If you have seen the announcements from the governor, it doesn't look like we're going to be back in the building in September, but you know, that's still 3 months away. We're looking. I will be talking to Mr. Thorpe over the summer because I will be directing the musical next year. We do know that. If there is a musical, it will be in my hands. Ms. Jones will have the fall show. And we're going to do our best, Ms. Jones and I are, to make sure that you guys 100% have the most opportunities that we can give you in these difficult times. Ms. Press, we will miss you and your energy. But we'll do what we can. We will do what we can to keep that ball rolling, guys.
We still got to do our brunch or dinner when we can fit it in.
Okay, well, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. You know where to find me. You can contact me on Canvas. You can email me. You can send me remind. You can drop into my DMs. Is that not good to say? I don't know. Is that not good to say? Is that like Netflix and chill? I'm not sure. But I love you all. You've given me so much. I'm crushing that I'm not going to be there creating with you next year, but please don't be strangers. Come out and visit. You know, apply to UCLA or UC Berkeley or UCSF or like, oh, Stanford. Just go to Stanford. Yeah, we'll be neighbors. Okay. Love to you all. Thank you, Ms. Jones.
Thank you, Ms. Press. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Students.
Thank you.
Have a nice summer.
We love you guys. Take care. As all the windows close. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Hey,
Here.
Felicity.
You're getting here.
Love you. Hey, Pop. Bye.
All right.
See ya.
Yes, bye.